up, everybody? We are here with Dallas from City and Color.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm great. This is it was raining earlier, but
Yeah, I woke up and I went and bought $50 worth of umbrellas for all of my guys and like band and stuff, and then this happened.
yeah, I know. So it's perfect. It's like beautiful weather.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a really good day. Have you been playing a lot of festivals like this over the summer? What's your experience? Because you don't have just City and Color. You've got Alex on Fire, so you've got two bands worth of.
Well, with Alexis, we've spent all of our summers for the last couple of summers pretty much playing outdoors, like either doing festivals in Europe or festivals in Canada, or doing things like the Warped Tour and stuff like that. And then with City and Color, I've the last couple of years, I've done like a lot of like the folk. Canada has a pretty rich history of folk festivals in every province.
Uh-huh.
You kind of just make the rounds, So this year I've done the Calgary Folk Festival, and I'm doing the Ottawa Folk Festival next week, but we've also done like Coachella, and we did a big festival in Montreal called Osheaga last weekend, and Austin City Limits is coming up too. So yeah, I've just been really playing outside, hoping it doesn't rain for the whole summer.
Do you have like when you play a big festival like this, especially with City and Color, which is more of a subdued project, what kind of headspace do you like to get yourself into to kind of prepare?
Well, we try to do the more sort of upbeat numbers, I guess.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you kind of. With festivals, you never really know who you're going to play for.
Right.
Hopefully there'll be the people that actually know who you are, will come and support you. But you also have to play maybe in front of those people who are waiting for a good spot for the band after you, or people who are just passing by. So you want to try to. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's like.
You want to try to attract their attention as well, right? So, because a lot of my songs are just me and an acoustic guitar.
Right.
I tend to leave those ones out of the festival set, depending on where it is. If I'm playing a folk festival in Canada where I'm headlining it,
right,
I can afford to slip in some of those solo numbers.
Yeah.
But mostly today, we'll probably play a lot of the more full band upbeat ones, and just hope that people like it.
Yeah. Well, I gotta say, so the Little Hell's the new record is really great. I really like it.
Oh, thank you.
I think it can appeal to a really wide variety of people. I think people hear Alex is on Fire, they think they might have the wrong association, but it's a really pretty, I don't know, just kind of more acoustic, kind of personal record.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask, negotiating that space between that creative space with Alex is on Fire and City and Color, do you keep those things pretty compartmentalized, or how do you go back and forth?
It just sort of depends on the environment I put myself in when trying to write a song. If I end up in my basement with my guitar turned up really loud, the chances of me coming up with something more aggressive and heavier are far better than if I'm sitting quietly strumming my acoustic guitar. So it all sort of depends where I put myself. And I guess I'm just a fan of music. I like a lot of different bands, a lot of different styles of music, and which then as a songwriter, it sort of just throws a lot of different inspirations in my head, and sometimes I feel like playing loud, sometimes I don't.
Yeah. One of the things I noticed on the new record is there's this really cool kind of R&B, almost a bluesy.
Oh, I love that you said
influence.
R&B.
I thought that was so neat, because listening to previous stuff, it not only is it maybe a little more simple, not in a bad way, but
it's very simple.
But with the newer stuff, there's almost a richer palette there.
I think because with City and Color, the way it has kind of grown is it was never really supposed to be anything like this. The first record was literally a collection of 10 songs I had written from the time I was 16 years old to maybe 22 years old, and it was just as a response to people asking me, kids that liked Alexis on Fire, asking me about these solo songs they had heard about. And that's really all it was supposed to be. It was just I'll put a record out of a bunch of songs, and I recorded it in 2 days with just me and a guitar, and then it became something a lot bigger than I ever expected, which then afforded me to the ability to make a second record. And then so the second record started to get a little bit more, a little fuller. There's more instrumentation used and stuff like that. So I feel like the second record to me is my first record. It's like the first record is almost like a prequel. And Bring Me Your Love, which is the second record, was kind of like, okay, well, this is what I would have done if I had known people were going to listen.
Right.
And then with Little Hell, it's kind of like, I'm older, it's my third record, I've been playing music for a really long time now. It's kind of like all the influences that I was maybe not afraid to show but just sort of hadn't found a way to work them into what I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
I think that's what this record is all about. Is
Yeah.
like me as a whole.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's really great. I'm looking forward to seeing your set, and I hope other folks get to appreciate sort of that wide range of influence and stuff. I think
I mean, I hope. I met 24 people on the street last night as a group from Winnipeg, Manitoba, and that's Canada, and they all said they were going to come watch. So at least I know there'll be 24 people there.
They'll be representing.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Dallas, thanks for stopping by and updating us on what you're up to, and have fun out there today.
Thank you very much for having me.
Cool.